Okay, welcome back. So these are the units for Wave 4 that are coming out. They have a Source Siege, which is not upgraded, and oh, it's grouped with a Dispatch that's also not upgraded. And then we have a Aegis, which is upgraded, and a Dispatch that's upgraded. And those upgraded units are on the top. So the ones that are in the back, not as much of a threat for us. And they go here. Now, the other thing that happens is they get Fortress level 2 or Stronghold level 2. And I don't know if you remember from all the times we've been playing, I didn't really buy that upgrade very often, but what it is they're going to get, they do 3 damage in their retaliation, but only against non-adjacent units. So if we're attacking from a range, they do 3 damage to us. I'm not sure how much that impacts us at all. I don't even think we have a ranged unit, to be honest. Um, so, yeah, I don't think we do. We have no ranged units at all. So it doesn't really impact us. So it's an interesting thing, but they do eventually build Stronghold level 3 in the next wave. And that is devastating for us because now they're going to do 3 damage against adjacent units. Now, the rules are very specific in a solitaire game. Just because he built Stronghold level 2, that does not mean he built Stronghold level 1. So they do skip, and they can cut corners, just like some units are upgraded and other ones aren't, all that stuff. So, and then also they get a Lance Launcher Spire, AAR, in the Fortress. So that's an anti-air Spire, and that hurts because we do have a lot of air units in their fortress. So I'm going to put it here so we can possibly attack it on our way in. Actually, you know what? I can put it over here so that way it has no range. I can do that. How about that? So we have a lot to do in Wave 4. We still have yet to destroy this tower or this tower. We got to destroy a tower here so we can make room for our own tower. And then we have to do so much damage to this that an Elfinkazi on Wave 5 can destroy it. I guess it's possible that we may need an Elfinkazi this round, but anyways, we get 5 source, so that puts us up to 13. And it means that we do have enough to build a tower, but we have no room for one. So that's our challenge. Do I want to do any upgrades? Do I want to do anything like that? And my answer is no. I want to save it for either repairing my towers when they damage it or building the new ones with our limited build action. So let's see how much extra CP we get. We get 2, which is excellent. And then how much extra health? The jousts are crap this round, so maybe we just won't get any jousts. So yeah, so we have 13. And I may buy something from the market. So let me look at the market here. So like I may buy this guy just so I can have extra oomph to go out there and attack with, right? So that cost me 3, and that'll move me down to 10. I'm okay with that. It only costs 4 to upgrade to build a tower. So we'll buy him for 3, and then that'll let us get something new for the market next round. I know I kept saying I wanted to buy this hero, but yeah, I'm just not feeling it anymore. So we get this Mountaineer, and I'm going to go ahead and deploy, like my hero will leave last. The Mountaineer, I might send him first. I need to think about the order here, so let's just set him aside. So we have a Mountaineer, and we got plus 2 CP, and we're going to get 10. So we get 12 CP, which is fantastic. So we could get one of our Gucci heroes like Jelena. I know that they have those towers that hit air units, but Jelena is pretty rockin'. The one thing is she doesn't heal, so that's one thing to worry about. Our best unit in the game is probably the Royal Talon. It does 3 damage. It has 5 health. That's pretty good. It flies. and then it eventually does 4 damage. So, one nice thing maybe is like what the AI did to us is they would combine it with a wind rush. So the wind rush can, move in fast, and then the Royal Talon pops out after the wind rush dies, and then the Royal Talon becomes a world of hurt on them. That's definitely a neat option. So I'm going to consider that. So that would be 4 plus 5. That's 9 out of our 12. That's actually a lot of our CP. So then if we did 3 more, I can do 3 upgraded Harriers. So I'm going to do that. Well, they're not going to be upgraded because they have to level up on their own. But they're going to have the extra health is what I'm getting at. So I'm going to do that. And so I'm going to put the 3 Harriers together in one group. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Wind Rush will be its other group. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the Wind Rush at the bottom with the Mountaineer and the Harriers on top. So we're going to slow our Wind Rush down. I don't want the Wind Rush to be up front. That's, I think, the big thing. And then whatever ends up here in this spot can just finish off this tower. We don't need this tower to die in order for us to win. Or do I? Nope. So we've already defeated 2 Bronze Spires using Glide Bomb. We got one of our objectives complete. We just need to get our Air Spires built, and then we have to somehow defeat their gate with a Glide Bomb. Such a weird task. I have a strong feeling I'm not going to get that one. So let's go ahead and start. Wave 4, the Brannin go first. So the Aegis moves 1 whopping space. Yeah. So then he's going to block everything else. So the Source Siege doesn't move. That's sort of like the trick we do, right? So the Source Siege can damage from afar. But yeah, so that's it. He moves 1 space, they're done. So we got our Harrier here, who's got 3 health, not 2. 1. Actually, I want the Mountaineer to go first. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3. Then the Harrier is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the Wind Rush is going to go 1, 2, 3. Like that. And then Darby is going to go 1, 2. And by the way, if you're wondering, those units are inactive, meaning I can't attack them. They're just sitting there. And I forgot to roll the event die, so let's do that. I rolled a 5, which I think means they're coming. So so I did want to do something. This costs 3. Once per wave on your turn during the onslaught phase, you may spend 2 source in order for your fortress gate to recover 1 health. So I'm going to spend 5 source. 3 to build that thing, and then 2, which puts me down to 5. So that's Sanctuary level 2. So I'm going to recover 1 health. I'm now up to 3. I think that's important. And then I actually have 3 more. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to just spend 3 more. So now I'm down to 2 CP. I said I wasn't going to do anything, and look at me. I'm doing all this stuff. 1 attack, 1 range. And by the way, I do get to see the results of the event die before I had to make these decisions. So I'm allowed to react to the event die, which is what I'm doing exactly right now. And so what did that event die do? Maybe I didn't explain. An upgraded Battleborn is coming out with 3 health, and it's going to go here with this one, and both of them are activating and moving into attack. So we get to do our build action after learning about that. So what I effectively did is I now have 2 minaret towers defending our fortress. I was able to heal our fortress up to 3, and that's it. And then my hero, I'm probably going to move him here like this. Okay. Now it's their turn. This guy moves 1 space. So everybody's going to just creep along behind him. So now here, I get to decide what's going to happen. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go ahead and let the Harrier go first. And then 1, 2, 3. And then this one's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. Okay, this guy has quick strike. So we destroy the tower before he gets to attack us. And that gives us 3 source. So always good. We're up to 5. And then our, on their turn, this guy would have gone 1, 2, and 1. So I think what I want to do is Darby does 2 damage, and he flies. So I'm going to go in. This is now my turn. So I'm going to go in, and I'm going to do the 2 damage, and then he'll do 1 damage back. Okay. So next is their turn. So because we're flying, he's going to transpose me and just move right through and go to there. And the same with this guy. He's just going to go through me. And technically, I got moved again to there. So, and then up here, it's a 1 and a 1. Okay? So here, though, our spires get to attack. So this one is going to attack him. And I did my 1 damage. So the Battleborn's dead. And we get 2 source for that. So we're up to 7. Okay, and then this one, because we learned we can go along the spine, is going to attack that guy. And it did 2 damage. I didn't even need him to do 2. I just needed him to do 1. And he's dead. So now it's our turn. And as you may have guessed, Darby's going to come in 1, 2 and kill the Battleborn. So we were able to take them out no problem. And we get 2 more source. We're up to 9. So now over here, we have to move in order. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And it has quick strike. And then 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3. He's stuck behind. So with quick strike, I got an interesting choice. He only does 1 damage. Never mind. I don't have a choice at all. This guy's armored, so I can't attack him. So I'm going to attack the tower, and I get to remove its attack before he attacks us. So that was actually a good move. So now that tower, I can have him attack the hunter or the harrier. I'm going to have him... I'm going to have him attack the hunter. So 1 damage to the hunter. Hunter's at 3 left. Okay, so it's now their turn. They can't move. And so it's just a matter of attacking now because we don't have any towers in their range. So this guy is going to do 2 damage to us. And then we're going to retaliate and do 1 to him. Okay, but then this guy has the Source Siege is going to do 1 damage to us and kill us. So this Harrier dies. And then a new Harrier with 3 health comes back. So now it's our turn. We're going to move up, up, and Darby. You know, I really want to heal with Darby. Or should I? Nope, I'm going to go forward with Darby. Let's see what happens. Okay, so we did our move. This guy has quick strike. We still can't damage him because he's armored. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and damage this guy, which takes out 1 of his range. And now the tower gets to attack. It's either going to attack the Harrier or the Mountaineer. And I'm going to go ahead and attack the Harrier for 1 damage. Okay, so now the Hunter can attack, and it's going to take off his attack. And so that tower is basically inert, and it's the end of our turn. So now they go, they can't move. So the Aegis is going to kill our Harrier. We don't get to retaliate. I guess maybe I made a wrong choice on who to damage. And then this guy gets to go 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go ahead and hurt the Mountaineer and learn my lesson. And now it's our turn. We also can't move, although Darby can go. And so with the quick strike, the Harrier still can't damage him. So we're going to just quick strike. Oh, can't damage that either. So I can't do quick strike. So the Mountaineer is, going to do his attack. And we're going to kill this with the Mountaineer, because Mountaineer does 2 damage. So tower's gone. We get 3 source for that. So we're up to 12. Okay. That brings us to the end. Well, did I remember to move him? It's okay. We got a logjam here anyways, and I don't want the hero to take damage. So now it's their turn. This guy's going to do 2 damage to our Harrier, which is going to do 1 damage back to him. And then the transport siege can hit either one. So I'm going to go ahead and kill the Harrier, because the Harrier is sort of in the way right now. Okay, so now it's our turn. And with our turn, I'm going to build a Regal Lookout for 4 CP. So that puts us down to 8. And it comes with 1 attack and 1 range. And we're going to plop her right there. And I could do one more build. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to that final tile this turn to build that last build. So I'm going to go ahead and do it now. And by the way, I could always get an Earthscape instead of trying to destroy their towers. But what I'm going to do then is I'm going to actually just get another upgrade. And I'm going to get an attack upgrade, because I have 5 pips. So that's the 3rd pip. That's what it looks like. And that cost me 3 more. So I'm now down to 5 again. So we're good. So now it's our turn, and I'm moving up with the Hunter and this. And then Darby is going to fly in to here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think I'm good. Because what's going to happen is now the Hunter is going to kill the Aegis, who will not retaliate. So we get 3 for killing that. So we're back up to 8. And then the dispatch pops out. So now they go. Neither one of them gets to move. This Regal Lookout has 2 attack dice. And so I can attack the dispatch, or I can attack the source siege. With 2 attack dice, there's a chance I can just kill the dispatch outright. But I think I want the source siege. What's he protecting? Another dispatch. You know what? I'm going to go after the dispatch. Oh my gosh, did you see what I just rolled? That dispatch is dead. So that's something I will never see again. And we get 2 source. I'm up to 10. And now the transport gets to attack. He does 1 damage to something. I'm going to go ahead and damage the Hunter. So now it's our turn. We're going to move up. Move up. I'm worried about Darby. I don't want him to get attacked yet. That source siege has a big long range. So Darby's going to sit tight for now. Okay, so we move up. The Hunter gets to do 2 damage to the source siege, which will then kill the Hunter, or the Mountaineer, whatever he is. He served his purpose really well, actually. So now it's their turn. It's going to move up. Our tower is going to attack. And we did 2 damage. Unfortunately, he has 1 health left. So he's going to attack the Wind Rush for 1. And the Wind Rush is going to kill him. And here's what's cool, and I probably forgot to do this with my other units, but I level up. I totally forgot maybe with other units to do that. But now I don't have assault, which I'm not sure I want to level up, but it's okay. I don't think I'm gonna. I like assault because that lets me remove towers quicker. But there we go. So we're that, and that's the end of their turn. So now it's our turn. Windrush can't move. Darby's still not going to move into their area because he doesn't want to get hit. And so we're going to do 2 damage to him. You know what? Darby is going to move in. Now we're going to do 2 damage to him. He's going to do 1 damage back in his retaliation. And then Darb's going to finish him off. So his units are dead. We get 3 source. And like I said, this is the part that sucks. Darb has to camp. We're not allowed to move anymore with Darb. And that's, I used to, like, this is when I would go in for the kill, right? And I can't do that anymore. So that completely changes this game. All right, so it's our turn, and this guy can move 5 spaces now. 1, 2, 3. And I can go 4, 5 because I have to move full amount. And he's still next to the gate. So the good news is I get to attack whoever I want, but I don't have assault. So we got 2 dice here and 1 die there. So let's do the 2 dice first. It was a 1 and a blank, and then the 1 die is a 1. So 2 damage. And then the Wind Rush is going to take out the range for this guy. I probably should be going after the Fortress Gate. Oh, I had Quick Strike, which doesn't matter. So now it's their turn, nothing happens. Our turn again. We have Quick Strike, so I'm going to take out this with the Wind Rush. And then he's going to roll 1 die. He does 1 damage, kills my Wind Rush. And now we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 health flying unit. And this tower is not able to hit the flying unit because he's a dispatch. Okay, so the flying unit is now going to kill the lance launcher. So we destroyed that. We get 3 more source. So we're up to 16. And basically, they can't do anything. So now we're just damaging their tower. So I'm going to damage their fortress for 3. 1, 2, 3. And then they do 1 damage back. And in fact, this is too much. I'm going to destroy them. I probably shouldn't have attacked their tower. So once I took out their range, your fortress now deals 3 damage when retaliating against non-adjacent units. That's not this situation. So what I should have done, I'm going to leave the lance launcher in with the 1 attack die because I need to die. I don't want to kill their fortress. So he rolled a 2. So we took 2 damage there. Now we got 2 left. So it's our turn again. And he's going to roll. Okay, so that 1 time we would have attacked this, that would have hit. So that's down to a 4. And then it would have retaliated. So since I didn't want to kill this, he has to attack that instead. Okay? So in doing so, this is now down to 4 health, but it would have retaliated. That's the reason why we're in this situation. So now it's our turn again, and this guy gets to attack before we attack, and I want to die. I want him to kill us. And he rolled a blank. So I'm going to do 3 more damage. So now he's down to 1 health, and now I'm going to die. I have to do that, folks, or otherwise I don't... I'm going to prematurely end the scenario without winning. And I got to destroy that tower up there somehow Or I'm going to do the Earthscape thing. That's what I'm going to do. And get my own tower built. That's actually what I'm going to do. So we are sitting on 16 source. And we're going to get an income of 5, which puts us to 20 for the next round. All right, so we have to roll the event die. That's nothing's happening there. The Bronin builds Stronghold level 3, which means they're going to do 3 retaliation damage against us now. We get 12 CP plus 2, so 14. And the Jousts are plus 2 health. So we're going to get 14 CP, and let's look at what they're doing. They're going to have an Aegis with an upgraded Aegis underneath. So that's their situation. And that's going on that's one group that goes on the bottom. So next is an Aegis, dispatch, all upgraded. Oh, never mind. This is their situation. They have an Aegis that's upgraded with a Source Siege. Okay, that's going on the bottom. So now they have an upgraded Aegis and then 2 upgraded dispatches underneath, like that. So, and that's 3 health, and that's going on the top. So again, they're going to be moving at a snail's pace towards us. All right, I got to see what else is going to be in the market here. An elite duelist came out with the assault ability. I think we've seen him before. He's okay. We don't need him though. And yeah, I'm going to spend 2 CP to put us down to 18 to buy this. And because I have a tower here, I'm going to place it right now. And I'm going to place it like that. So that's going to allow my minions to attack this if I can. And because I place that, I get to immediately build something. I am going to build a Regal Lookout. It comes with 1 attack and 1 range. And it has an Elfin Kazi on top. That's the thing about it. And I think you already know what I'm going to do here. So that goes there with an Elfin Kazi on top. There's nothing they can do, folks. And guess who goes first? The heirs. So very first thing, I'm not even going to set up the rest of the scenario. Very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to launch my Elfin Kazi from that tower right here. Because this is a Regal Lookout. Let me show you. The Regal Lookout has a movement range of 3 and an Elfin Kazi sits on top. So our very last Elfin Kazi is going to be on top. And we go first. So I'm going to launch this. This guy goes on top of that at the beginning of the onslaught phase. I'm going to launch this and attack their fortress gate. And the fortress gate has 1 health. And this thing does 2 damage to the fortress gate. So I'm going to do 2 damage to the fortress gate, and we're going to win. And we're not only going to win, but we actually got all 3 objectives. Because we built the 3rd tower. We built a tower in every aisle. So this Earthscape saved us. And yes, I can place that Earthscape there because I didn't destroy the path to us. And because we have a tower here, I have dominance or control or whatever the word is, or influence. So I'm able to place it next to an aisle that I have control. So because I creeped my way all the way up, I was able to do that. So fantastic. We don't even have to play the wave. Victory. So looking at our little card here. So now we're on mission 1 of the air. And if I extend this down, sorry, I'm not real good at drawing with one hand here. So we just got 3 points. And I have no idea what the upgrades are. So let's check that out. I know it's near the beginning. Okay, so for the airs, yeah, I'm not able to slide it any further. So let me do it sideways. And my apologies, but sideways is the best I can do. So what do we got? During the prep phase of this scenario, add 2 health to any unit. Okay, so that just means that the health's just going to have 2 more unit for the rest of the for the whole all the waves. I think. Yeah, that's pretty good. During the scenario, air units will not take damage from the talent Glide Bomb. I didn't even know Glide Bomb hit air units, so that's an important thing to know. At the start of your turn, the onslaught phase, add an upgrade of your choice to the bottom of one of your spires. That seems like it could be good. It depends. During the scenario, each time the event die is rolled, you may choose to re-roll it once. It's always good. At the start of the scenario, construct a new spire on any non-path hex on the isle adjacent to your fortress. You may construct a Regal Lookout or Minaret spire even if you do not. I love that one. And then mass event. During the prep phase of wave 2 or later this scenario. Okay, this is only going to be for one wave because that's what the prep phase is. During the prep phase of wave 2 or later this scenario, have the AI deploy the units listed in the previous wave's prep phase instead of those listed in the current. And that's 4. That's actually not bad. It's not bad at all. So I have 3, and so I'm going to purchase this guy right here, the Willing Wings. So I'm going to spend 3. I have a net of 0, and I'm going to get Willing Wings. All right, so we're 32 minutes in. That's an end of another scenario. I would have to do all kinds of cleanup to get the next scenario in place. So it's going to be a while, and I may have to call it a day. We'll see. I need to think about it. But thank you for watching. As always, stay awesome. My viewer count is super low right now. Usually when I do games, there's at least a few people following. It's very, very low. So I think whatever interest there was in Cloudspire, like once people learn how to play, they just go off and play, and following a whole campaign all the way through all the scenarios is not real high on anybody's list. And that's okay, because I never said that that was the whole goal of my thing. But as long as I'm playing, I'm willing to record, because to be quite honest, solitaire games are a little boring. I prefer multiplayer all the time, but talking into the microphone or talking to a camera makes it more fun. I'm really enjoying this game. I know it's a high price point, and I know for some of you with budgets that are tight, this is a problem, and you may not want to get this, and I understand, but I'm having a lot of fun, and there's so much in this game. I mean, we're only on the second solo campaign, and I think there's 4, one for every race, and I think the Grieg has one as well. So anyways, thank you so very much, and we'll see you soon.